Hi guys, thanks for tuning in. I just wanted to do another really quick video on intersections. I've been basically benchmarking the living hell out of these guys, all sorts of them, for the last maybe day. And what I wound up doing is finding some Factorio wiki on train throughput, and they had a lot of really awesome train intersections there. I'm looking at four-way intersections. Um, and what I found is that you can basically break them up into two categories. The first category are intersections that have a lot of buffers, and those are great for throughput. They're usually pretty amazing, but they do take up a lot of space. They wind up getting a lot of bonuses because trains can make progress partway through the track and then wait to decide on which path to choose next. There's sort of like a hierarchy built into them. They basically come with built-in stackers is the best way to describe them. But the problem with that is that they're not very compact, and my end goal is to have a factory that is like super compact. I want to do like a really tight city block kind of thing, where we've got just a bunch of neighboring grid cells and just tons and tons of intersections, and everything's handled super well with super good throughput. And those big intersections with the buffers inside of them just don't really suit that purpose very well. It would be mostly intersection, I think, if I were to go that route. So yeah, so I ran a bunch of tests, and I just wanted to share my results. It actually turns out that there's not much difference between most four-way intersections that don't use buffers. There's just a couple of things to look out for, and if you do that, then you'll probably wind up sitting at about one train per second, which is really good. I think that if you can get one train per second through these guys reliably, then you're in pretty good shape. You probably handle quite these guys could probably service a lot of producers and consumers if you were to do that. So tip number one is always allow your trains to go as far into the intersection before crossing any cross traffic as possible. So an example of that is trains right here hit this rail signal, and they can progress up to this chain signal here, this rail signal, or this rail signal. So they'll right up against the crossings right here, as opposed to just having a chain signal right here and preventing trains from being able to actually go to those parts. Another one is sort of the opposite, where when trains are exiting, you want to push the exit signals into the intersections as well. That'll help free up those paths as quickly as possible. So here I've got a rail signal. I could have put this rail signal out here, but putting it inside here just means that that track will open up just a little bit sooner as the train's leaving. Another tip is usually, just about every intersection has this. I haven't seen really any that don't, but right turns should be as cheap as possible so they don't go through the intersection, obviously. But as well, left-hand turns should be as cheap as possible. And the way to do that is your left-hand turns on opposite sides right here should not cross over one another. That allows for concurrent left-hand turns inside. And if you can do those tips and also have enough signals, be able to fit enough signals in your track that you can actually block, you can actually insulate all the pathways from all the other pathways, then you're in really good shape. I think that basically they're all pretty much equivalent if they share that. And what I mean by blocking, insulating pathways is if we have a train coming along this path, right here, for instance, then there are as few other pathways that are blocked because of it due to poor signaling. So we really just want to make sure that trains are only blocking as much as they have to. And that usually means after every split, after every junction, or after every crossover, you have intersections on either side. So super simple rules. Yeah, hope that helps you. Thank you.